Welcome to I Crave Optics Education Moment. Last time we learned a little bit about lens care. This time we're going to learn a little bit about the lenses themselves. And I promise I won't bore you. Today's world, you, the consumer, have a variety of choices. And it is my job as the optician to help you weed through those choices, to help you get the right lens for your needs and your lifestyle. See, years ago, we used to have what are called formed or prefabricated lenses. Lenses with very little adjustment to them to be able to fit your prescription needs. Then it was a nearsighted person could wear the same design as a farsighted person. But we knew that that really wasn't the best choices, but we really had no solution for it. So finally, in the last decade or so, we've really come a long way in lens design. And it is the last few years that we've really seen extreme advancements in lens design. So, what does that mean for you? Well, it means you can finally get the lens that truly suits your specific needs. Not you wearing a lens that sort of works, might work for this prescription a little bit better than your prescription though. Whereas today we can finally match lens design to prescription, allowing for a more free of form, free of restricted zones of vision. So this way you get a more open, more comfortable lens experience. So today I'm going to try to show you through the eyes of the viewer what my lens looks like, what a custom-made progressive looks like, and what a traditional formed lens, a lens that, like I was saying, sort of fits but sort of doesn't fit. So we'll see the difference between the two, and we'll also discuss why you would want to choose something more task-oriented. See, because today's world, we have a variety of tasks before us. Many of us use computers all day long. Most of us are walking around with a digital device in our hands. We use them all day long. Our children use them, even our grandparents use them. So what can we do to make our vision more comfortable when using those devices? We have lenses for those. We have lenses for people who are heavy computer users, such as computer programmers or gamers, people who are doctors, people who have specific vision needs, like a pianist. Some of them are very similar, like a computer user rather, is very similar to a piano player. However, there are different eccentricities to each of those designs and powers that allow the user a much better experience. So the strict world of 20 years ago, or even in some cases, people are still using those lenses today. I still see them showing up every now and then. That strict fixed lens design that sort of works with a prescription to a custom-made lens, a lens that's truly made for your lifestyle. And I know when you hear that word custom-made, you think expensive, but it's not. It's actually more affordable. And labs are going that direction every day. More and more labs today truly only make custom-made lenses. And by ordering those, you actually can get a better price. So at iCrave, because that's all we use, I'm able to acquire a better pricing structure. Now, yes, some of my lenses can be very expensive, but for the most part, the majority of my lenses are very affordable. In fact, are more affordable than most of my local competition. And a lot of that is because I'm not fixed by an insurance requirement, a strict grouping of lenses to choose from. I have the freedom to choose whatever is necessary for you to wear and even necessary for your budget. So, as I show you today, we're going to start with first the traditional lens design and what's good and what's bad about it. And then we're going to show you the custom-made progressive lens. And this prescription is for the same user, the same client. Just one's older, one's new. The old pair was made just a few years ago, sadly to say, and the new pair was made just this past week. So I want you to really see the difference in a custom-made progressive lens and the traditional form technology. So I hope you enjoy, and like I said, I promise not to bore you. Now, as we go through this lens, the lower quality lens, you'll see the distance area is not that bad. In fact, it's rather generous and large. But if you look at the bottom, that's the area where the reading is supposed to be. You see that little area, a little bit of wiggle movement in the lines. That signifies the reading zone, a very small reading zone. And the extreme wiggles movement indicates a large amount of distortion. In fact, my client complained of a very difficult time trying to read with her glasses on. Now what you'll see is as we move through this lens, a very clear focus points. No real disturbances in the lens. At the top, this is the distance portion of the lens. So you can see the typical nearsighted, making things look very small and far away compared with that. Okay, and I will do this again. Okay, so now as you go from the distance, you'll see the change as things become more magnified. From here, there's the beginning of the bifocal. Now, the nice thing about my progressive lenses is you'll see from the top to the bottom a very smooth, very gradual change. In fact, you see the lines in the floor, how they don't really move a lot. A little bit there as the lens shifts over this direction. You see that, and then over here again. But very little what we call distortion or disruption in the lens design. That is a custom-made progressive.
Oh my God, I can see the rate of check and everything. This is amazing.